Bloodiest double horror show in history. I drink your blood and I eat your skin. Men become animals and eat their victims. I drink your blood and I eat your skin. A young boy infects an entire town with rabies and turns a group of men into a band of bloodthirsty zombies ravaging a peaceful countryside. I drink your blood and I eat your skin. Will make your blood curdle and your skin crawl. But you will sit there and suffer through the tortures of the damned. You will sit and watch this shocking ugliness splashing across the screen. You will ask yourself, what acts of sadism will this electric knife be used for? What horrors will be performed with this axe, this hose, this dagger, this gun, this sword? All the implements necessary to make this the ultimate in adult horror films. We have painted a bloody picture, but it is only a small part of what actually takes place in I drink your blood and I eat your skin. Can you take it? If you have a strong constitution, we challenge you to test it and sit through. I drink your blood and I eat your skin.
And now, coming to this theater, one of the most incredible stories of modern time. Zaat, Invasion of the Walking Catfish. A crazed scientist, Dr. Leopold, is convinced he can turn humans into fish. He proves it by transforming himself into a horrible, revengeful killer fish.
Lou, I thought you said that was a fresh water spring.
Yeah, I did. Why? Something matter?
There sure is. There's an extremely high content of radioactive material.
Yeah, well, what does that mean?
In your language, pollution.
He creates a new deadly radioactive substance and pollutes rivers and lakes. His goal? To pollute the entire universe. Fish grow giant size and attack all human life. An entire town goes berserk in a rampage of death and violence.
Oh, God, no!
No one is safe. Zaat is a frightening experience.
Get the picture, Martha! Get the picture!
How could it happen? one knows. But it did. Zaat tells it all. You won't want to miss Zaat. Positively no one admitted during the last 15 minutes.
The one who speaks for them, let them eat their bread and drink their wine, and in the night benign, sleep.
Don't miss the most unusual and exciting horror motorcycle film yet made.
I come to offer you youth and fresh blood.
Hey, we all know how we're gonna die, baby. We're gonna crash and burn.
Werewolves on Wheels, starring Steve Oliver and Severn Darden. The story of a motorcycle gang who ride into a new kind of hell. They ride wild, play hard, and fight brutal.
I write your unholy name thrice in blood.
Cry of Satan, you are one with them. Cry of Satan, you are one with them. Cry of Satan.
Werewolves on Wheels, the most eerie, the most chilling, the most terrifying motorcycle horror film ever made. Their survival was the torch, as one by one they became terrifying, bloodthirsty werewolves on wheels. Don't miss the first horror motorcycle film ever made, Werewolves on Wheels. Rated R from the Fanfare Corporation.
Now the screen has a new definition of terror.
Is there anything I ought to know, Mrs. Lloyd?
No. Mrs. Lloyd's real husband's in a nut house.
Oh, she's a sensible girl. She won't be frightened.
Fright. An experience ripped out of a nightmare.
I'm sorry. Oh, Tara, I'm sorry.
Fright. Once it gets hold of you, it never lets go.
Rebecca. Yes? Rebecca.
I need some pets.
Just what did you have in mind?
Rats. I'd like some rats.
Take someone you can hold tight. The rats are coming.
Remarkable creatures, rats. They can be very friendly if they want to be. On the other hand, they can be very destructive if they get mad. I lost my arm to them, you know.
No.
Innocent creatures, those rats are killers. Anger them, make them miss a meal, and they will attack. They will eat you right down to the bone. Ouch! You have seen rat movies before, but nothing as absolutely terrifying as the battle between the man-eating rats and the merciless, vicious rat girl.
And everything will work out, you'll see.
It will not work out. This family is cursed.
Cursed? The Moonies' unquenchable thirst for bloodshed knew no kindred limits. And when the moon was high, America was the strangest and meanest of all. No one, man, woman, or beast, was safe when the rat girl was aroused.
It wasn't meant to be. We were punished by what Papa and I did.
I can change myself at will.
They haven't eaten yet, you know.
What are you talking about?
The rats. They haven't eaten since I bought them from you. And I should think that they would be very hungry by now. They eat almost anything. Listen to Papa.
The man-eating killer rats are back. More gruesome, more terrifying than ever before. But they are not alone. The werewolves are here too. Evil, depraved, blood-sucking werewolves that will scare the pants right off you. You must take her to see. The rats are coming. The werewolves are here.
Keep me supply. Got it? Hey, I got a bastard here. Now you listen to me. If you don't keep me supply, I'm gonna break every bone in your miserable body.
See Blood Freak, horrifying addicted monster whose thirst for an addict's blood will lead you to a horror beyond belief. Blood Freak, to survive, addicts must die.
Only things could get back to normal.
See Blood Freak's horrifying revenge for the woman he loves.
Science made its greatest mistake. What unknown terror was born that night? What is the terrifying mutant that strikes from behind the shroud of night? That
Night of the Lepus. A night of total terror, more shattering than your strangest nightmare. What caused the unnatural death, destruction, and panic that night of the Lepus? Janet Leigh, Stuart Whitman, Rory Calhoun, and Paul Fix. Night of the Lepus. Kill one, and thousands take their place. What devil creatures growing weight and size every day are hidden behind the eyes of horror? What can stop them? Night of the Lepus. From MGM.
Nobody ever checks out.
What gave you the idea to come here? I don't know what you're looking for, but you won't find it here. Now, I'm letting you stay here on one condition, that you promise not to wander around the hotel alone. This is no place for a little girl.
Sure, all right.
Mrs. Quigley, this is my niece, Cheryl. She's staying with us for a while.
Alice!
Behind each door, there's a private terror. And at the heart of each terror are the private parts. Follow Cheryl as she leads you through the darkest corridors of your mind. Private parts.
Aunt Martha, who lives in the room next to mine?
Nobody. It's a storage room. Why do you ask?
Well, I heard noises in there.
Well, who have we here? You robbed me of a normal childhood, and now you're trying to rob me of whatever little pleasures I can still enjoy.
Hey, what's going on?
Yes, it's all right. Just lie still.
Cheryl? Cheryl?
My dear child, let me. I have to. It won't hurt.
Don't be angry, child.
It's spilling.
I'm only trying to protect you.
This is a lovely one.
Alice, is that you, sweetie?
You will come back, won't you? In cases like yours, instruction is most important.
Don't go, child. You know, it's not too late for you.
Alice?
You can stay here and be my son.
Your son?
Yes, you could have this room.
I have to! Don't be like Alice!
I'd never know what you'd do behind my back.
Please don't hurt me! Don't!
Welcome to Aunt Martha's King Edward Hotel. Hardly anyone ever checks in. Nobody ever checks out.
For 2 million years in these subterranean caves, a creature of superhuman evil was entombed in a wall of ice, waiting to be free, waiting to live again. Travel with us on a journey into a world where nightmare becomes reality.
Are you telling me that an ape that lived 2 million years ago got onto that crate, killed the baggage man and put him in there?
Yes, I am. It's alive. It must be.
Travel with us, if you dare, on the Horror Express. But you can't escape. No one can stop the fury and the terror of the Horror Express.
There wasn't enough room in Toyland to escape the terror that rocked Baby's cradle.
I notice you call him Baby, and the case history doesn't show any other name. What is his real name?
Just Baby.
To Baby, life was not a giant playpen. It was a living hell. He wasn't allowed to walk, he wasn't allowed to talk, but he was capable of it. Baby is a full-grown man trapped by 3 women with no way out.
Mama.
Damn you.
We should have let them take him.
Oh, but you're not talking about that circus.
Mm-hmm. They wanted to put him in a sideshow. We should have said yes.
You're calling your brother a freak.
Oh, Mama. I just thought it'd be better that way.
3, 4. Close the door.
I just wanted to face you one more time to tell you that you're sick. You're the one who needs help, not Baby.
That's just so much horse. You want him for yourself. Well, agency or no agency, you ain't gonna get him. Because Baby belongs to us. No, to me.
He belongs to himself. He's not the subhuman thing you've made him.
What have you done to my baby? What do you want my baby? What do you want him? No, what's going to happen to my baby? What's going to happen to him?
The Baby, a Scotia International release, starring Anjanette Comer, Ruth Roman, Mariana Hill, Suzanne Zenor, and David Manzi as Baby. Rated PG.
Relax. Get ready to have fun. Because you've got a date with somebody special. The walking, crawling nightmares from the pits of hell. The mutations.
You may think you are normal, but you are all the product of mutations. Your ancestors, our ancestors, were freaks.
Enter a world of the twisted and deformed. A world of monsters and madmen.
Mr. Lynch! Aren't you going to have a drink with us to help celebrate Kathy's birthday?
You expect me to sit down with a bunch of freaks?
He's one of us.
We accept you. He's one of us.
Yes. Our brother.
Sarah!
Our loving father.
What you say you're a Get back! Get back!
It took 2 million years for man to evolve, and only 24 hours to create the mutations. It's not nice to fool with Mother Nature. It can be horrifying. The mutations.
Listen. Is that the wind? Or an unseen thing that science says could not happen, but does?
Don't!
It lives by night. It matters not what you dream, nor how long you pray, nor how loud you scream.
It lives by night. It lives by night. It lives by night.
There's been one or two things that have been bothering me. And I thought I'd better talk to you.
About what?
Murder.
It lives by night.
All units converge.
It lives by night.
We don't know anything for a fact.
Clint Walker.
Except that bulldozer kills.
Carl Betts. 2 men dead. The survivors watch an unmanned bulldozer continue its rampage. Killdozer.
If you think you're not afraid of the dark, if you think you have a strong stomach, if you feel nothing can shock you, if you say you don't scare easily, if you believe you've seen everything, then prepare yourself for a motion picture that takes you beyond fear, beyond your wildest nightmares, and brings you face to face with terror, beyond the power of priest or science to exorcise. What are they? Raging demons from another world? Bloodthirsty creatures that must be killed? Or incarnations of absolute evil? They possess men, women, and children, and drive them to acts of unbelievable horror. No one is safe from them. No power on earth can stop them. The only escape is death. If this picture doesn't make you scream and squirm, you'd better see a psychiatrist. Quick.
In a few moments, 2 people will die.
I'm gonna have to kill you both.
No, Ethel.
Suspense that will shatter your nerves as Fat Ethel, with a maniac's cunning, terrorizes her numerous victim.
Do you think I'm gonna let you starve me?
Another kind of monster is loose, and death follows each time that Ethel reaches for the meat cleaver. Gluttonous Ethel, whose love of food in enormous amounts was equaled only by her immense joy in killing.
What's this blood all over the floor?
National Aeronautics and Space Agency quotes officials as saying that the asteroid now entering our portion of the solar system poses no threat to Earth.
A freak meteor shower spawns a killer man-monster.
You've got a scratch or something on your forehead.
He's being struck by a light that comes down from the sky. Whatever struck him from the sky changed him completely from human form. He became a demon lizard monster.
A beast of ancient legend runs amok, and only Indian magic can halt its rampage.
Are you going to try and stop it with a bow and arrow?
Not with just any arrow, Mac.
The myths of the Native American warn the unwary. When the night is dark and the moon is high, no man dares to follow the track of the moon beast.
It was a violent summer storm. Millions of volts slashed the earth.
That was the worst storm we've had since I was knee-high to a duck.
Folks talked about it and started getting things back to normal. When Mick hit town for his vacation.
Well, it's straight ahead about 5 miles.
But things weren't normal. There were changes.
Oh, Mother bit me. I never saw him bite like that.
Strange, frightful changes. That night, it all started.
Stop doing that.
I'm not doing anything.
This was the night of the crawling terror. American International presents Squirm. They came from everywhere. Millions of writhing, seething creatures oozing out of the mire to feed on human flesh. You sweat, but you don't dare move.
Oh, no.
Terror grips every nerve in your body. You want to scream, but you can't. Your heart beats so fast, it feels like it's going to burst.
Jerry?
A new experience in pure fright.
If you were one of the millions of moviegoers who were electrified by the unbearable suspense and sheer terror of Jaws, get ready for Eaten Alive. Created by Tobe Hooper, maker of the screen sensation The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Marty Rustin presents a new horror classic, Eaten Alive. Into this house of terror comes a handful of unsuspecting innocents.
Hello?
What happens to these people in Eaten Alive will give you the most chilling, terrifying 90 minutes you ever spent in a theater. Marty Rustin presents Eaten Alive. Mel Ferrer, Carolyn Jones, Stuart Whitman, Neville Brand. Get ready for Eaten Alive, a new horror classic.
Now we're getting the proper reaction.
Possessed by his evil, he turned young virgins into torturers. Zaat, he was the creator and the director. He was the master of
blood-sucking freaks.
A show that will make anyone retch.
Each year, 10,000 tourists visit Ocean Beach. This summer, Ocean Beach has attracted something else. American International presents Tentacles. It slept until man disturbed it. Then it woke with a fury no man could control, rising from the ocean floor to bring destruction and death. Tentacles. A chilling tale of nature gone wild as two of the sea's deadliest enemies fight to the death. Starring John Huston, Shelley Winters, Bo Hopkins, Claude Akins, and Henry Fonda. Tentacles. The most gripping suspense you will ever experience. Rated PG.
All around her, people are dying, and only Rose knows why.
You gotta come quick. You gotta come quick and get me.
It's Rose. It's gotta be. Something's happened to Rose.
Health officials have said they consider the outbreak of the new strain of rabies as being potentially the worst of this century.
Don't scream. Don't panic. He's dead, and the dead can't hurt the living. Rabid.
The Prime Minister was reluctant to officially declare a state of emergency, but as any citizen in the streets can tell you, martial law has come to Montreal.
Get that gun. I'm sorry, sir. You can't go right through. I'm sorry, sir. You don't have a card. Now, please.
Shooting down the victims is as good a way of handling them as we have got.
Stop! Stop or I'll shoot!
You can't trust your mother. Your best friend. The neighbor next door. 1 minute, they're perfectly normal. The next, rabid. Pray it doesn't happen to you. Rabid.
Lost River, take 32.
And action. Lost River is lost no more. Yes, friends, you can be part of a modern ecological miracle. Acres and acres of reclaimed land nestled in a scenic mountain valley, site of the newly formed Lost River Lake. You'll find swimming, sailing, snorkeling.
There's something strange in the water at Lost River Lake. Something you can't see, something you can't feel until it's too late. Started in a Texas pond.
Barbara! Or there's something in here!
David! David!
Well, if it still works, it's the quickest way to know if they're down there or not.
What are you doing? You drained the pond?
Yes, we found...
You let them out?
They were unleashed into America's waterways to churn quiet streams into rivers of living death.
Keep your hand out of the water.
Ow! What's wrong with the water?
Dad! Stay back! Stay back!
The world of carnivorous fish.
Piranha, the deadliest man-eaters of all. In schools of hundreds, they attack and devour anything that moves with razor-sharp teeth that can strip a man to the bone in less than a minute.
There'll be no way to contain them. They'll be able to swim up every river system in the country.
There's a school of piranha heading straight downstream towards your resort.
They'll kill us. All of us.
Science fiction.
I'm on a phone.
They're the piranhas.
I thought I told you not even to say that word.
But the piranhas.
What about the piranhas?
They're eating the guests, sir.
They're here, and they're hungry. Piranha.
On its way, Barracuda.
Get me out of here!
The mysterious underwater thriller, Barracuda. Nobody suspects the danger.
Papa, there's something strange going on down there at the beach.
Look at this, Floyd. A lot of these fish look like they've been eaten by something.
Is this what the biologist was trying to warn us about, maybe?
Barracuda, a threat from the darkness of the ocean, a warning from the deep, or a savage crime committed by unknown forces. Who can solve the riddle of Barracuda?
What the hell are those chemicals doing in the waste from that plant? Can they possibly have any effect on the fish?
He's back. He knows.
We'll take care of everything.
Barracuda. Ice-cold action about misuse of power and strange events. Barracuda, the mysterious underwater thriller. Barracuda.
In 1968, George Romero brought us Night of the Living Dead. It became the classic horror film of its time.
Not that room! Not that room!
Now, George Romero brings us the most intensely shocking motion picture experience for all times.
It gets up and kills. The people it kills get up and kill. This situation must be controlled before it's too late. They are multiplying too rapidly.
Dawn of the Dead.
Meet me on the roof at 9 o'clock. Getting out.
I don't believe it.
We're gonna
What?
get out in the chopper. We've got to survive. Somebody's got to survive.
They kill for one reason. They kill for food. They eat their victims.
Imagine, if you will, that something has gone terribly wrong.
Shoot it, man.
Now, accept the fact that there's no escaping the horrible consequences. George Romero brings back the dead. Night of the Living Dead has ended. Dawn of the Dead is here.
We must not be lulled by the concept that these are our family members or our friends. They are not. They will not respond to such emotions.
Operator dead. Post abandoned.
We may never get out alive.
It's everywhere. What the hell is it?
Looks like a shopping center, one of those big indoor malls.
What are they doing? Why do they come here?
Some kind of instinct, memory, what they used to do. This was an important place in their lives.
What is it?
We've got a war.
I'm afraid.
We have spawned our own savagery. Soon, it will consume us all. It is a horrible, hauntingly accurate vision of the mindless excesses of a society gone mad.
They must be destroyed on sight.
When there is no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth.
We are down to the line, folks. We are down to the line.
Dawn of the Dead. Imagine yourself on a dream vacation, sipping Mai Tais, surfing at Waikiki.
basking in the warm Hawaiian sun, swimming in the tropical ocean. Your vacation is about to end. Beneath these waves lies a horror beyond imagining, hungry for human flesh, and it's coming up from the depths. Let's get him. Run! Get out of its way if you can. A monster that rips and tears, hungry for flesh. A living tidal wave of terror is rising, clawing, eating its way up from the depths. Your vacation is about to end.
Could a crocodile do this? Not even the biggest one in the river. On that point, maybe the Kumas, no more than we.
The Kuma tribe. Tourism can only improve their standard of living. Good, peaceful folk.
I think he's sending us away. He says the great god of the river has been aroused and is punishing the Kuma for having contact with us.
There's no danger inside the nets, is there?
No, absolutely not.
Have you seen the great god?
Many have seen. White man as well. You talk to him, then go. I will take you. He's called Father Jonathan.
Was it a crocodile?
He's not an animal. He's a demon.
In that river, there is something enormous, and you have to warn the tourists about the danger.
If there were something enormous out there, you're still perfectly safe on dry land.
He's not an animal. He's a demon. He's a demon. He's a demon.